So first thing we do after we get the hanger open is we get out our pre-flight checklist. And it says unlock and open the canopy. Done that already. Check the cockpit. I did that already. And it wants you to turn on some switches. So you turn your ignition magnetos on. Or off, I should say. Master switch on. Mixture control, pull out lean. Throttle, pull out idle. Fuel, open. Yes. Flaps down. Because we're going to check those. And then I turn on all of the lights to check those. So you got your landing lights here. You got your strobe and your navigation light. And you got some white light back there. Strobe, navigation light. And just to double check and make sure, yep, there's your tail light. And then you come over here and you check your stall. You should hear that horn. Then you come back over here and kill all the lights so you don't drain your battery down. Check left windshield. Yeah, that's there. Then they want you to drain some samples of fuel. So I get my little pre-flight box out here. And if you look underneath here, hopefully you can see this. There's a little spot where you press that in and fuel comes in. And what you're doing, you want to make sure that shuts so it doesn't drip anymore. But you're looking for water floating at the bottom of that jar. Any contaminants, anything like that. I don't really see anything. All looks pretty good. We're going to do the same thing underneath here. And while we're under here, we're going to check the tires out. They look good. Check the brakes out. They look good. Make sure your safety wire is. Checking for any fluid that's leaking or anything weird like that. All looks pretty good. We're also going to check for the piano hinge on the flaps to make sure that those are still in there. Yep, they're still in there. Then you're going to check your pitot tube and make sure that that is clear. All right. Double check. Don't see any water floating in the bottom. We're going to put that back in the fuel tank. Now I'm doing this a little prematurely, but I'm going to go over here and check this other side out too, because I've already got it in my hand and I might as well do it. So we're going to check the tires out. Yep, they look good. No fluid leaking. Brakes look okay. Safety wire, yep. Everything's good and happy. We'll push this guy in here. Check that piano hinge there. Make sure that that hasn't fallen out. Make sure it's still okay. That's good. Everything looks wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So now we can go back to the checklist. Drain sample from both gasolator and sump. Inspect left wing, landing gear, and tire for general condition. Yep, they're still there. Check pitot, Static, pitot-static heat. Yep, check that. Check left wing wing and surface for damage. Looks good. I'm gonna check the navigational lights. Wingtip all looks good. Check left aileron for freedom of movement. And what you want to do is you want to watch the yoke. So when you're turning left, you want the aileron to go up. When you're turning right, you want the aileron to go down on this side. And you just want to check and make sure that that's got its safety pin in there and safety wired. Yep, good, good, good. I'm going to check the aileron or the flaps, make sure that they're good. There's a little joint right there, or whatever you want to call it. Heim joint, yep. Just want to make sure that that's on and tight. I'm going to check your antennas. I always just check this little door right there and that little door, make sure that those are good. You want to make sure that there's nothing going on with the side of the fuselage, like a new dent or anything. All right. Check elevator and rudder condition and freedom of movement. Yep, so you just want to make sure that that goes up and down. Make sure that it's in good shape. Nothing strange. Make sure that our safety wire is there and there. Check this cable out right here. Check your antennas. And check to make sure that that's not going to fall off. Looks like it's still pretty secure. Make sure that that one's not going to fall off. Elevator is good. Safety wire, cable's good. Up and down. Back of the plane looks good. Flap is good. Check that heim joint, that's good. Down, safety wire, safety wire. Then we're going to go over here, check right wing surface and tip for damage. Yeah, that all looks good. Check stall warning, did that already. Drain sample from fuel tank, did that already. Check right windshield and canopy for general connection. Condition, yep, that's all good. Gonna check the engine cowling. Yeah, she's still there. Didn't knock that off yet. We're gonna open the access door, and I'm going to grab a rag because we're going to check the oil. I believe I had about 5 quarts on there yesterday. Probably still about the same today. Yep, 5 quarts. I do that every time. Drip a little oil. Good for the undercarriage, I guess, right? Alright, check engine cowling for damage. Security fasteners, did that. Open engine access door and check engine oil dipstick. Good. Fill at 4 quarts. We're at 5, we're good. Reinstall engine cowl, did that. Check engine muffler and exhaust for cracks, nicks, and security. Yep, it's still on there. Remove tow bar, we're not going to do that. Check nose gear. Yep, that looks good. A little dirty, might have to clean her up. Check air intake for foreign objects, don't see anything. Check nose cone for damage. No, that looks good. Check propeller for damage. Looking for cracks or nicks. That all looks pretty good. No cracks or nicks. That all looks pretty good. that is our pre-flight check.